good game we're gonna play. Who says it's gonna be a wild ride on the weekend? I was trying to remember what day it is, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's both days. Alright, so fire forward, we can change our angle so we can shoot it. I think these peas are... yeah, the peas are healing. What's it with peas in video games? Too many games have power-ups with the letter P on them. It's a bit concerning. We ended off... so, yesterday's session of Rain Code, we wrapped up Chapter 3, so that's how far I am in Rain Code currently. Next week will probably be the entirety of Chapter 4. Is there something down here? Oh, there is something that wants to murder me, if I'm not careful. Alright, down is the enter door button, because that's definitely not going to be clunky at all. Nope. Through here. Oh, hello. Just gonna use those grenades we have. Seems like a way better idea. Let's get ourselves any weapons we can get our hands on. Just stock myself up for it. I saw a few gun upgrades I got in there, which I'm never gonna say no to. Oh god. Oh, just run. I think when we get back in our tank, we fully heal for when we're on foot. Alright, what's behind door number 2 then? More things to shoot. Well, okay, this looks like a place where I might be able to get some more powers, particularly gun power-ups. Once I get my gun to maximum rank, then we'll be sitting pretty for at least a little bit. That'll help. Any sort of weapons for while we're in the tank is also going to be helpful. There's some flashing power-ups, which... cool, I guess, but I don't really need them right now. Figuring out the P's and the H's. Oh, God. And getting hit, reduces our gun level, too, so we want to do not that. I think this is all we're gonna get from here. Let's get out of this area. Back in the tank. Ow. I gotta keep my tank healthy. So I think there are limited continues, so if I start playing sloppy, well, we may not see the end of this game. Ah, son of a bitch. I can't jump high enough to pick up the peas with my tank. Ah, that sucks. We'll find more, though. We move so slow in the water. It's water, so I cannot be surprised by this fact, but it doesn't change the fact that it sucks moving that slow. Alright, into this area. Oh, God. Alright, so you move very fast. So I basically have to bait you into a position where I can shoot you. Well, to be fair, we're trying to drive a tank underwater, so I don't know what we expected. But I'm still gonna complain about being slow as all hell, because it is slow as all hell. I wonder if we can get any more gun power-ups for one of these. Or if we're shit out of luck on that. I see more health. Health is not what I need, though. Maybe one of you want to drop a gun power-up? Nope. I'm trying to be a little bit more liberal with my grenades. You haven't limited them. Plus, hold down the A button, you can strafe. Strafing sounds like something I might want. Oh, God. How kind of you. Grenades seem to be doing wonders to these guys. I think I'm gonna have to walk across spikes if I want to pick that up, so no thank you. Alright, we found a boss! Fucking Patra wannabe. That's what it reminds me of after all, is Patra. So I guess shoot a bunch, maybe throw some grenades at it. The grenades, if you can land them well, just do wonders, apparently, because it just slaughtered that boss. Alright, and that's the boss of Area 1 done. Plenty more areas to go, though. But we now have the Hyper! That's it, just the Hyper. Will get us access to the next area, though. That in itself is very much a good thing. Kinda need that to progress with the game and all. Anyway, I hope you weren't sick of water making you move slow. Okay, well, thank God we're out of the water now. We can actually platform reasonably. Crazy, I know. So with the Hyper ability now, yep, we can take it here. This thing we can now shoot. Let's us through to the next area. God. Running low on health. I need to find some things that'll drop some HP. Oh, there. I asked for some HP and that's what I got. Let's get out of Area 1. Into Area 2. That P with the tank. The longer I can keep this tank alive for, the better. Oh, shit. This knucklehead that... Oh, god damn it. Another P that's just out of reach. God, every time it makes me sad. Also, I remember hearing this song on multiple occasions. I think used as, like, background music for some videos that I've watched. I'm definitely acquainted with this song. It's a good song. But where the hell are we going in this area? Well, when in doubt, follow the path. You want me to go up? Not sure about that one, Chief. Let's go this way, then. Okay, this is a one-way path, it looks like. So that is gonna be a negative out of 10. Well, guess it's back to the original plan then. Whatever the heck's up here. shit, no. No! They're too short for us to be able to shoot. We might be able to get them if we use sub-weapons, though. But otherwise, I can just get out of my tank and shoot them really quick on foot. Works just as well. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna keep my gun pointed up, then. Call me. So what do we have over here? Well, we can just go right again. Is that the... Ah! Is that where we want to go, though? Well, there is a, an interior area here. Oh god. Okay, this guy teleporting, I do not like. I do not like him one bit. You know what? No, I'm good with not going this way. I don't think we need to go that way anyway. And it seems to only be causing me trouble, so... We're just gonna pretend that place does not exist and move right along. It's all the way up here. Oh. Thanks for the health. Seems like I'm taking steps in the right direction. Ow. Actually. Oop. And just like that, we're just about full health again. We just need one more HP drop. Bullseye. Alrighty, full health. It's like we never got hit. Not once. Oh, shit. That's what I get for talking shit. Now, what do I have? This might be useful. It just angles straight down, which... Well, not necessarily straight down, but... It does what I want it to do. Oh, shit. Oh, nice. Big heal. Good timing, too. So, lesson of the day, don't fall in lava, because that's gonna drain your health real fast. Faster than you can say Blaster Master. Oh, God. Alright, I don't know if I like this yet. Fuck. One of these jerks again? At least you didn't cause me any headache. Big heal there. Gun upgrade, I'll take that. And then I'll immediately lose it, apparently. Cool, great, awesome. This looks like a place I don't want to be. Goodbye. There's plenty more in this area to explore, though, so, I don't think we're done looking around here by a long shot. I'll pick up that... I'll leave that gun power up there for a bit, because I want to see if I can deal with any threats. Maybe we'll pick it up on the way back, if this ends up being a dead end. Well, sure looks like a dead end to me. But I do get a lot of gun power up. Can we truly say it wasn't worth it when we got just as many gun power-ups as we did? Is that the room with the other... No, this is where the other gun power-up was. So now we've got semi-homing shots. They're not exactly, like, the most accurate or anything, but it's cool. More spikes. I want nothing to do with spikes, though. Oh, God. You have to be pretty precise with your grenades. Is something I'm really starting to learn here. Because I felt like my grenade should have hit, and yet I guess it was too high or something. I think I got that homing shot. Ooh, and now it's, that's just a straight-up a Fester's Quest weapon. The way it waves around. Well, we've got the maximum power gun now. For how long, though? Hopefully to the boss, because we're coming up on that boss. Is it through here? That looks like a boss arena to me. What do we got? Strafing's probably going to be helpful for this. Yeah, we're taking out the shots from the boss, and on top of that, you're not landing hits on him. Yeah, perfect boss. Okay. What do we get? What's our prize? We get the Crusher. Ooh, we get rainbow shots now. How nice. And back to full health again. I still don't have any of that H missile. My inventory, I'm noticing. I wanted some of those for, whatever might try to kick our ass, but we'll live for now, I guess. We got 2 areas down, so progress is happening. Okay, thank God. That P was low enough for me to be able to pick it up. Now, where do we go? Shit, not in lava. I would hope not, anyway. That sucks. We can shoot this from, yeah, from the ground. When I'm not at full health, I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for health at all times. You never know when something can just combo you and take like 80% of your health when you're at full health. Area 3 now. Oh shit. Something I don't want any part of. Got it. I can take him out pretty quickly as long as I'm just hammering on that fire button, though. Oh. Electricity. Wow, that is very inaccurate electricity, too. I wanted that as, healing for my tank. Yes! Oh, shit. I don't want to start with the deaths yet. Still too early for that. We're still not in the big leagues. That's not a place we can go. Not yet, anyway. Damn it. Well, death has happened. Still have my sub-weapons, though. Probably lose them on game over there, though, so, that would be unfortunate. Shit. And just like that, I've also immediately lost half my health again. God damn it. Okay, what's over here? Well, looks like, promising something. Maybe where we need to go. Take things slowly. We're at low health. Anytime we're hasty and take unnecessary hits, that's just all the less health we're gonna need to get back later. Okay. And you... Nothing wants to drop health now. Jesus. Taking my time, defeating anything that gets in my way, and just nothing wants to throw me a bone. Okay. Something finally dropped some health. It only took however long. I think I basically just immediately lost it. I'm gonna just hang out here and shoot you from here. It seems a lot safer. And get that P for the tank, right? Yeah. Let's get back on track here, or attempt to anyway. Nope, no, I'm not gonna try anything fancy. Just gonna leave you to your fate. If I drop down, there's gonna totally be enemies down there waiting to ambush me or something. I just know it. H is nice, but... Okay. Check. What if we just hang out on top of the... You know what? If you want to head in there and just, like, stay there, don't mind to complain. Well, I haven't been stopped by anything. Leads me to think we're on the right track with this so far. One unfortunate thing though is because I died, lost all those gun power-ups that I had. I gotta get them all back. Boy, does that suck. Well, that's a good start. Never mind. Forget I said that. Well, if I wanted to get up to max gun level, I could try going through here and just perfecting it, but doesn't seem worth it. I did get some H missiles, though, which was something I wanted. Got 20 of them. Which I'll gladly take. I'm not gonna go back through the area multiple times for them, though. Keep following the path. Not like that. Oh, I'm... Another P I can't get to. Cool! That one I can, though. Give me health. Alright, this is looking like... Might be near the end of the path? It keeps going. It keeps going and it doesn't stop going, apparently. What if it turns out I just, like, went in a giant circle or something? That would be sad. Alright, well, welcome back to this sticky situation we're in. Oh, never mind, we're fine again. 1 HP, and then all of a sudden get all the HP in the world. I'm not getting that one, though. Fuck that. That one ain't happening. Floating around the midway point of our maximum health, though. Not bad, but not great either. This is the end of the road, so... Probably somewhere in here is going to be the next boss. I want some more gun power-ups, though, on the way, if we can get anything like that. Just keep putting those grenades to use. Might be putting them to use at the boss as well, if I don't get more gun power-ups. And that's looking more and more likely. Let's take... Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Good, 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 good. Oh, we're not a boss yet. A lot of breakable blocks, too, which means we could find... plenty of gun power-ups from here. Some more sub-weapons, too, which is extremely nice to see. Hopefully we can make the tank sections that much less of a headache. That just begs the question, though, just how many gun upgrades are in here? If I can find a flashing gun upgrade, that should put us up to maximum level. It'll be like we never died, except for the whole dying part. Gun level 5, I'll take it. 5 gun upgrades. Oh, we found us a boss. Like, the strategy of throw grenades. Gonna triumph once again. Oh, it might not, actually. I'm taking a lot of Oh god. Shit, we might actually be in trouble. Closing in on the end of them, though. Fuck. Well, we were near the end of... We only had those last two to take down, but then I got careless. Alright. Let's try to get a little bit better at that. I think we're doing something of a better job anyway. Yeah, just this one left. Much better. These three. What do we get this time? We get the hover ability. Alrighty, well. That sounds like something that's pretty cute to have. Oh. Back in the tank. I'd have taken our death to that in the process, though, which that part fucking sucked. At least we have 3 areas down now, and haven't used the continue yet, so maybe I'll take that as a good sign. But hey, we can fly. It's temporary flight because we've got hover fuel. Still, it is good to have. Now the question of the day, where the hell do we go next? Wherever we're going, it's not gonna be here, though. Can probably assure you that. You know what, actually... Start using some of those missiles that we've been stockpiling. I'm not gonna use my hover, though, to get these... Actually, I'll just grab that one, at least. Don't have to take up too much hover energy for it. So we saw the other side of this a bit ago, but where does that take us? Okay. That's the way we couldn't go. I think it's just directly to the right is the way out of this area. We're gonna need to do some backtracking now. I think this was this the first room? It's close to the start of this area, at least. I think this is, in fact, the first room of the area. We'll know in a second here. Yep, because this will take us back to Area 2. And this should also be a convenient shortcut to get back to Area 1. Doubly convenient because that is where we need to go. Wish I had a little bit more hover energy, but we'll have to make do with this. Might be able to get some more back in Area 1 as well. I sure am blasting gravy. How's it going? I feel like I'm not doing the best so far. Oh, just got through Area 3, and already took 2 deaths. Which is gross, but we'll live. Except for the part where we died. I want to get some more hover energy. Oh yeah. Cheers to video games being impossible. Yeah, there should be something that I can get here. Gun upgrades are nice, but that's not my main priority right now. Any H's I can uncover. I know the feeling, though, of spending just a long-ass time on a boss. And you're just like, one more attempt, I'll get it this next time, and then turns into an hour. I know that feeling all too well. There should be enough hover energy, but I want to get something else for the road? No? Okay. Maximum hover energy, though, should be good for where we gotta go next. Uh-oh. I didn't ask for your help. Oh, it's always the contact damage, man. I forget where I was having this conversation about it, or what the context was, but I was talking with somebody about how contact damage is just unrealistically always a lot stronger than whatever weapon that the boss has in video games, and it's like, why? Did we stop to think the logic through on this, or something? Because I sure have questions about the logic here. Allergic to being touched, allergic to water, just all the common things. Oh, shit. Got enough energy, right? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm getting a net gain, even, of hover energy. Well, that's all the hover energy I've got. Hope I don't need any for the next area. Area 4. Oh, we've got a water area, don't we? Oh boy. Sounds like a bundle of fun. Okay, important thing for me right now. Find some hover energy. So I don't find any. Things are going to be getting very interesting, shall we say. I don't think we'll need it for energy for this area, though. The main thing we needed it for was getting into this area, after all. We had to use a shit ton of it for that. Door here. Do you have any sort of supplies I could use? You're just gonna waste my time. This looks like it's gonna be a waste of my time. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother. Get back in the tank! I need to play Blast Master Zero. forget if that's the actual remake or a sequel or something of the sort, but I've heard that the Blaster Master Zero games are pretty solid. And I think I have them too. I just never had a chance to give them a go. Everything's killing me again. Shit. Things are dropping health a lot more often. Yeah, there's Blaster Master. I think there's also Blaster Master Zero 3. Like, it's a trilogy. But a name like Blaster Master Zero to me implies prequel. Okay. Ah. This is a direction I can go. I don't know if it's the right direction or not, but I guess we're committing to the bit at this point. Just a giant maze we're in. Where's that electricity? I think aren't they also done by Inti? And most of the time, Inti does good work. I'm not gonna say necessarily all the time, but they've got the standing with stuff like Mega Man Zero 3, for example, or Mega Man Zero in general. Just crap. Okay, well, what now? We just gotta wait for things to pop by and hope we can get hover to drop. Maybe they're programmed to drop H's more often or something. Because otherwise, we're in Softlock Town. At least until we get plenty of hover energy. I'm gonna get one or two more. That should hopefully be enough for me to get out of here. Maybe I already have enough. Nope! Back to square one, so I need 3 hover bars to have enough. Noted. Die again. Yep. And that's game over too. Well, our first game over. Okay, well. Note to self, try to find some more hover energy. Maybe I should have explored that side area I went into. Until it's empty just by looking at the characters most of the time. That's fair. Well, now we know exactly how much hover energy we need. Especially since if they keep handing out H's as often as they are now, we should be fine on this second go-around. That's a thing that I can't do anything with. Let's continue to not do something with that. Like, I don't know the science behind hover energy. All I know is if you write H on a paper and stick it in your tank, boom, you've got hover energy. Why don't we just do that? It says H on it. Oh, it must be hover fuel. That would only make sense to me. Okay. Let's try shooting some things down and see if anything drops another H on the way, because we established we need at least 3 bars of H. I'm gonna make that hover. Hopefully we won't die in the process this time. Trying to do the unthinkable and play the damn video game. I wonder how much better it would be if hover just automatically came back. It was basically just a mirror to show you how long you could hover in for. Hang on. Sorry about that. Had something come up. God. I was also just reminded that, lost all my resources. Okay. When did I use... More hover energy I need then. Is this where I went I think this is where I went last time. Everything is starting to look the same. Alright, well, yeah, this looks like where we were. The main thing that it does is basically, like, you don't have to grind for H pickups, but... Okay, that should be enough. I might want to pick up one more. You don't have to grind for the H pickups, but it also ensures that it's not, like, infinite. Oh, now they're just giving H's to me left and right. Fuck, okay. Couldn't have done this last time. Okay. What do we got in this area? And we've got no gun. We have a gun, but it's piss weak. I have a bunch of grenades, though. Not a good... Oh, God. This seems like a terrible idea, just walking right through them. Please let there be something that drops a lot of gun. Health, health, and nothing but health. Good for keeping myself alive, but it's gonna be bad when I reach the boss. I've got all this health and no gun to back me up. I guess it's not, at least it's not like Fester's Quest, where you can, the upgrades are more permanent there, but there's just randomly a downgrade that drops. That's its own brand of stupid. Well, the grenades aren't helpful. I should probably go back to plan B, which is strafe the hell out of everything. Thank God, the most unthinkable thing in NES games. Enemies don't respawn, which is nice. The gun does change. There's probably subtle differences with each individual power-up you get, like more power, more firepower, more range, etc. But upgrades to a homing and then kind of like a wave shot. And the wave shot is really good. It's definitely better than anything you'd ever get in Fester's Quest. How the hell am I supposed to get that P? I can't go in the water. I at least have enough range for you. Give me a lot of H. Which is cool and great and all, but... Are we at the end? Nope, we still got a little bit more to go. Oh. Now we're at the end. Our friend the frog. This is literally just a regular enemy in Fester's Quest. I'm bringing up Fester's Quest a lot for some reason. If I can get in the right place with grenades... Yeah, I think in this one you are locked to the gun that you currently have. You can't go to anything below it, but the gun that you get, your strongest gun is usually strong enough that not being able to go to the lower ones isn't really much of a worry. Shit. I got licked. Okay, maybe I should just start shooting you regularly instead of trying to do fancy things. Oh, that was a good round of grenades, though. One good thing about this boss is that it's very predictable. Shit. Okay, we're fine. So tongue should be next. Yeah. God damn it. When the hell... So, this coffee stream bot popped in here, and I don't know what it is, because... I mean, it looks like it's authentic enough, but I'm going to, gonna get it out of my chat. I can look into that later. Alright, back to frog murder. Frog murder done. I'm guessing if that isn't just... I do have one. I haven't really done much of anything with it, because I started focusing on Patreon more. Frog became key. Literally, it's a key. Maybe it did. Either way, right now it's banned in my chat, so we shouldn't be getting those regularly scheduled pop-ups, because it seems to be on, like, a timer or something. I've had one for a while, and haven't seen that until today, so that must be something new that they're doing. I'll have a look sometime later. I think I have the bot in my Discord as well, but that one I did manually add. Yeah, I'll try to have a look later at that. I already have Nightbot to give regular reminders in chat. I don't need 2 bots to do it for me. Unless I wanted to just make it like a 1-minute cooldown or something, and then just have the bots flood chat or something like that. That'd be a stupid idea. It'd also be goofy as all hell. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't do anything like that. It's just more of a... It would be a goofy thing, but not something I would, like, genuinely do. Because if I was on the receiving end of, like, all these messages... Seeing all these messages in chat when I'm watching a stream... Yeah, I would want nothing to do with anything related to that. Alright, anyway... Let's get out of this gigantic area. There you go. There's my plan for next April Fools. We've got that sorted now. Alright. Now we've got the key. Let's see what's beyond here. Wow. You take a lot... I've fought plenty of you, like, while in the tank, but... Compared to when I'm in the tank... Oh. Oops. And something I forgot about. Fall damage. Fall damage is a fun idea in video games. Just fall from 2 feet and you're dead. I mean, I think the idea in this game is to make sure you don't get separated from your tank too much. Don't jump onto platforms. Just walk off them. Area 5. Ooh. Water. Yeah, tank size jumps. Man to tank is not exactly 1-to-1. You're correct about that. I would think you're correct about it anyway. But then again, I'm no expert on tanks, so what do I know? I love areas that are just full of water. My favorite thing in the world. Well, that tank's not going anywhere. That's fine. Who needs a tank anyway? We'll just go out into the world on our own. No universe, this backfires. Also, yo, I would like for something to drop health. Since we're not in a tank, that does mean we're gonna be a lot more vulnerable to everything. Oh, there were actual, like, official specs for it? Interesting. Yeah, now we can finally build our own at home, or something to that effect. Okay. Whoop. Running low on health. I need to be careful of every step I take. Please something drop a P? No? Well, fuck you too. Oh, thank God. Something finally dropped health. After fighting like 20 bajillion of these guys. God, and we have to make the trek back to the tank soon enough as well. Oh, that's also gonna suck horribly. Alright, let me see here. 4 meters high, 6.5 meters long, 6 meters wide, 150 tons. Oh, right, because we're separate from our tank, that means we don't get healed in the in this area. Cool! Loving that. Let's just hope the game decides to, take good care of us. A little bit more health. Health-wise, we should be okay. Things are dropping health quick enough. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, do you drop anything worth my while? I've learned that getting in your line of sight is a terrible idea. Alright, no gun upgrade. Is this where the boss is? Fuck, it is. Well, this sucks. Well, this really sucks. I suddenly like this very little. Okay, your bubbles are in pretty predictable patterns, though. Getting a clean shot on you with the gun is gonna be a chore, though, to do, so lobbing grenades seems like the better approach. Or what I can only hope is the better approach. With this low level of a gun? I need to be careful to not take too much damage as well to be ready for the trek back to the tank. Strafing is also being helpful. Oh, you're... Okay. You're shooting out bubbles a lot, so... Well, that has to mean you're getting weak. Fine, Mash Fest it is. It's gonna be my best way. I might... is it? Might be worth trying for grenades as well. Shit. Come on. I'm getting a few hits. Each one. So is it for a set amount of time? It looks like it is. Which should be stopping right there. Yep. So it is still on a pattern. Nope. Come on. Those grenades should have hit. At least one of them should have. At least knowing it's on a pattern now is gonna help me to maybe avoid. Nope. Fuck. Come on, really? What is hitboxes in this game? Okay. Cut that close. The dive ability. Okay, I do not have... Uh-oh. Please don't shoot me. What am I doing? Strafe. We're gonna grind for a little bit of P before we get out of here. I don't think I could be blamed for doing that. Because now we have to get back to our tank. And with how much damage we took on the way here, I don't trust anything. I'll look at that other thing here in a sec. MBT Challenger 2 still in use today. Only 2.5 meters tall, 8 meters long, and 4 meters wide. Coming up to 75 tons, so Sophia is quite the beast. I'm gonna trust that that's enough health. But at least the boss of Area 5 is done, so... I'm gonna start making way to Area 6. Okay, full heal. Now just to not get slaughtered. I make it sound like it's a lot easier than it actually is. Well, we had a smoothish run of that room, so maybe it won't be too bad. I forget how much health our tank had, though. How much health Sophia had. Find out in a bit, though. I think it's the screen after this one we left Sophia on. I've been noticing that these guys drop P at a much higher rate than some other enemies. Probably to make sure you can survive all that shit. How much health did I leave you with? Actually, a pretty sizable amount of health, but we can finally move at a good pace underwater. This feels nice to be able to do. Oh, I can't fire when I'm going down because it's trying to use a sub-weapon, which, guess what I lost when I game overed? I need to get more of those, just in general. I mean, do we have anything that says how big the dive module is? It could be like a tiny chip or something like that. It could be just that. All the parts could already be on the tank. It's just a matter of having the thing with the actual programming. Who knows? In other words, you can just chalk it up to video game logic. That's exactly how they hauled the module here, definitely. Okay. So I don't think we have any way to go back the way we came into this area. Meaning we have to take the long way. Because to go back the way we came would involve breaking the blocks on the way there. But that would involve us having to angle our shot up, which it looks like we can't do underwater. Well, we can while we're on the ground, but I don't think we have a clear shot at them from on the ground is the problem. Maybe there's speed tech that involves it, but clearly they want us to go this way. Another side area. Is it a side area that's worth my time? Or am I gonna die horribly trying to get whatever the hell is in here? Who the hell knows anymore? I swear, there's gonna be, like, nothing at the end of all this. And it's gonna make me crib, like, no, that is actually something pretty helpful. Flashing P and flashing gun. Which, yes please. I'll hear me the rest of this area, though. We're already here. Might as well just see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Oop. Like, it's gonna be supplies. I think I can safely say that. Just, how good are the supplies gonna be, though? If I can find some... Since I already know now that this area has a flashing gun that I can just easily pick up, I'll probably come back and farm for that. Shit. But... if I can get some sub-weapons as well, on my way to Area 6, as well as just in Area 6 in general. What do we got here? Homing, which is one such weapon I usually like to have on hand. Basically everything I could ever want. And our gun is at maximum power now. Look at that shit. How long are we gonna keep it like this? I would prefer not to talk about that. We got the disco gun, yeah. Alright, and we took out pretty much every enemy on the way in, so... Oh! Well, apparently we forgot about a few. I'm sure we can find another gun upgrade in the next area. I don't feel the need to come all the way back through here just to make sure I leave Area 5 with a maximum power gun. So back to our adventures, and where the hell were we going again? Where does this lead? Okay, this is the other side of all this shit. This is basically where we came in. Hey, it's so much easier to kill these guys when I have a goddamn tank. Entering into Area 6. Oh, God. Ice area. Cool. I love it. Yeah, so that means it's time to get a nice visit from our friend Ice Physics. Yeah, pun. Ice area, cool. Let's see if we can find some... the ice physics are gonna persist into these areas, too. Oh, this sucks. It's already bad enough dealing with the ice physics in the tank, but also having to deal with them for the on-foot sections. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful shit show. Well, follow the path and see where it leads us. Right, so... The ice physics seem, oh god, to also be present on here. Also, those look like spikes on the walls that are going to absolutely impale me if I go anywhere near them. Again, great, cool, awesome. H-missiles. Free. I got 79 of them. I should start putting them to some good use. Use them while you have them, anyway. And if I don't lose them, I'll probably just lose them when I game over anyway. I think this is my last life on this continue as well, so... Very reasonable thing that could happen. That's not a way I can go. Noted. Okay, into the next part of this area. Like, I just went out of the freezer, man. I didn't ask for this shit. Go this way next. Oh, this look. Oh god. That is not what I wanted, but by the time I realized what was happening, the ice physics had already claimed me. By then, it was too late for me. I just gotta basically inch my way forward if I want to survive in here. 2 peas. I think I can get both of them. Yeah, no problem. Could have turned into a big problem, though, if I wasn't careful. With the spikes around, with the ice physics. At least we're back on track health-wise. Maybe I shouldn't say that too soon. Yeah, I'm gonna get that P. Give. How long does this area go for, anyway? It's still going. Alright, today on situations that look absolutely pleasing to deal with. Jump too high, you're going flying into a wall of spikes. That looks like a way back for later. What's this way? Interior area. Looks like a place that could be carrying a boss fight. One way to find out. But that means I have to deal with ice physics. Well, I don't have to deal with ice physics yet. Probably gonna have to at some point, though, in here. Yep. Who'd have thunk it? Ice physics in this icy area? Crazy, I know. Oh, hooray, a gun on the spikes. It's a good thing I already have maximum gun power, so it matters not to me. Learning that you have to get really good with diagonals on this. Also why maximum gun is good. Shit like this. Completely waste all these rocks. Okay. Just gotta watch myself on the ice here. Oop. Okay. Oh, and boss. Hi, friend. With maximum gun, this should go by a lot easier than it would otherwise. We've fought a boss similar to this before, so I guess this is just an upgraded version. That also seems to chuck debris at us, too. But, Disco Gun is putting in its work. The hits seem to come in somewhat inconsistently, but they come consistently enough that we can, yeah, we had you pretty much unlock. Okay, right at the end, but we beat the boss, and that's the important thing that we needed to do. Okay. I was concerned for a second. Like, did we soft lock? But no, it was just taking its time. Wall 1. That sounds like something I'm gonna really want. Oh, the slowdown. It's beautiful. Oh, that delicious slowdown. Is this gonna take us back to the beginning of the area? Because we're gonna need to do some backtracking now. By some, I mean a lot of backtracking. Back to Area 5. That actually didn't take that long. And this was close to the entrance of Area 5, too. This, the entrance to Area 6, that is. So it shouldn't take us long to get back to Area 4, and then from Area 4 we can get back to Area 1, and it's all just fine and dandy and fun. Yep. That was a very quick road back into Area 4. Now, how far do we have to go from Area 4 to get back to Area 1? That's my next question. Probably not that far, but still gonna have a little bit of a travel. Oh, actually wasn't as big of a travel as I thought it would be. Area 1 again. Been a little bit since we've been here. But the wall ability allows us to go on walls. Sometimes for better or sometimes for worse. Oh, and since we're in this area, that also means we can get some hover energy back. I think Area 2 is where we need to go next. If I'm not mistaken. Probably the last time we're gonna need to see Area 1 as well, come to think of it. I think Area 2 holds the key to the next area, or the entrance to the next area anyway, and then Area 3 is gonna hold the entrance to the last area. And I think we saw something kinda suspicious in Area 3 as well when we were visiting there. Ooh, lots of pee. Oh yeah, I'm getting all that before getting out of here to Area 2. Okay, Area 2. Now, where were we going in Area 2? What am I doing on supplies? Well, I got plenty of homing missiles, which is, good start. Okay. It's gonna be the best way to get where we need to be. I guess start with this. Okay, now... I do not remember going this way, so... Oh yeah, we definitely couldn't do anything here until now. Now that we can climb on walls. I think missiles are also nice for this. This is new territory. New territory we could not get to at all until just now when we got the wall ability. Yep. New area. Area 7. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, well, let's get some more power. Get some more health. This seems like the fiery sort of area, and nothing is gonna die in one hit, which I also hate. That just sucks in general. There's gonna probably be multiple instances of damage that I just can't avoid because of the circumstances. Oh, and we're dealing with this. Oh, lovely. That just makes things even better. Okay. Yeah, areas that I've got to dig my way through. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. Nothing's gonna go horribly with this. Just find an... Oop. Nope. Find an open spot and just start blasting away. Start working our way down. Some health. We can shoot things down quick enough in here as well. Want me to go this way next? It's been mostly linear so far as well. No, like, twisting and turning, just one long pathway, maybe with some split paths here and there, but besides that. Okay, now do we go up? Do we go down? Yes, let's go up. Why do I feel like I've made a terrible mistake? Oh. Yeah, I think we're back at the start of Area 7. This is the way we were supposed to get back out. But I jumped the gun and, well, we're doing a second lap here. It's fine, I'll live with that. It's not like things are doing that good of a job at killing us in this area anyway, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Just more of a waste of my time than anything else. You know, you can waste my time all I want, but as long as you don't kill me. And we can go straight right. Okay. Is nothing gonna... I mean, the turret on top. That's the only thing that was any sort of threat to me. And I use the term threat loosely. We should be getting close to where I fucked up soon, right? Oh, not this screen. It was this screen where I went up, and up was a terrible, terrible decision. Now we know that, and now we know not to fucking do that shit. God, we have another maze like this again. Okay. Go directions, hope they're the right directions. Hello. Just in case, fuck it. I'll use my hover. I have to use up a sizable chunk of my hover energy, but worth it to get that gun upgrade if I might be able to use it well for the next on foot area here. Since I wasn't at maximum gun power just yet, like at the time. Now I am though. And this should be cake, hopefully. Aside from maybe the boss. Well, at least getting up to the boss should be easy. Oh. Okay, there is a flashing gun there. I'm going to save it for later so we can clear out some enemies and then just go pick it up and get ourselves to maximum gun power. Probably after I kill you, we'll go back for it. Bam. Maximum gun power again. Oh. Wow, this path is just giving me the roundabout. It just twists and turns, and where the hell is this taking me again? In relation to where we started this area? Might be on the other... Yep, there's where we started the area, so... Just how much we've been, taking the scenic route. Should be near the end here, hopefully. Got one more guy here. But... Yep, we've got another boss. Area 7 boss. What do we got? Oh, our friend the frog is back. He's getting a little more aggressive and a little bit harder to predict. This is going to be a long, drawn-out fight, I can already tell. I'm basically going to be getting chip damage wherever I can. And losing my maximum gun level already sucks on that front. Although if you shoot out your fire tongue, it's a good opportunity for grenades. Shit. Alright, come a bit further down. I'm gonna hate this boss by the end of this. It's like attacking you from the... Okay, that was some good grenade damage. And I was able to get out of harm's way before even more bullshit happened. Oh, fuck. And all of a sudden... I'm not feeling too great about my odds against this jerk. Okay. Survival is more important than blocking damage. Another grenade thrown. Come on, come on. And it seems only when your mouth is open I can... Damn it! Sniped. Okay, I did have another life. We're going to not worry about that just yet, though. Because with the amount of gun power-ups we've got now, i.e. none, sure wouldn't be looking promising for us right now. And I think we did see not one, but two flashing gun power-ups on our way through here, so... Gonna go back and pick both of those up, get ourselves back up to maximum gun level, and refight that boss. One should be down here. Yep. We'll pick you up on the way back. I don't want to pick it up just to take a hit to some random mook on the way, and then I'm not going to be able to be at maximum gun power. Also keep myself at maximum health if at all possible. I feel like I'm gonna need every hit I can take against this boss. Because I think, if we're patient, it should be too bad of a boss. It doesn't seem like it's too hard to avoid attacks, and with a gun as strong as the maximum level gun, it's just a question of when, really. Oh, for God's sake. I'm not gonna be able to bait you out either. I have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Should be up there that the other gun power-up is. Yep, there it is. Just clear everything on the way. A flashing P as well, which never hurts to have. Okay. So, straight shot to the boss now. We can pick up the other gun power-up on the way. And all is looking good in the world. Until we just get slaughtered by this boss again, then I get to be sad again. I'm not thinking about that right now. Alright, rematch. I miss when the last frog we had to fight was just super predictable. Those were good times. Gonna be constantly moving. Okay. The fire tongue is gonna be the best chance to get grenades, and just because of how long it lasts for. But otherwise, I should just focus on using my regular old gun. Yo, can you come a little closer to down here? Well, had a good chance for grenades, and it didn't end up going well for me. It looks like right after he uses his tongue the first time, I don't know if it's a pattern, but it seems like he uses his tongue and then he shoots fireballs at me. Then right after he immediately uses his tongue again and doesn't have a follow-up attack for it before he goes back up into the air. I don't know if that's a pattern, but it might be worth remembering. Seems like you do still kind of operate on a pattern. It's just not as noticeable as the last one. So if I'm right, your next attack is tongue, and then you go back up in the air. We are, in general, just doing way better this time. Oh, shit. A little too close for comfort there, Tongue, but another Tongue should be coming... Yep. So I am going to work on under the assumption now that it is pattern-based. Oh, shit. Well, there goes our good gun. Who needs it anyway? I think it's that same attack next. Yeah. Tongue should be coming up soon again, though. Well, it did, but the grenades didn't connect. Yes. I think we should still have it this time, even if running into some snags. Nope. Should be coming back again soon. Okay. Took some hits, but we got the boss down, and that's the important part. Final ability, Wall 2. So now, in addition to walls, we can go on ceilings. Actually, is that gun power back again? Yeah, it is. Well, don't mind if I do. With all that done, it's time to start heading for the last area. I think we do still have another continued bank, so... we should... even if we die, we should still be okay. Next continue might be our last one, though, so... I want to get this done tonight, rather than have to bump it to another day. Let's find our way out. So, as made clear from when we were going through this area the first go-around, there should be a nice shortcut to get back to the start of the area. Let's actually use it this time to get back to the area instead of going somewhere and oops, you're back at the start of the area. No, you didn't mean to, but you're here now. Have fun. Right up here. Should be that shortcut. And we can kiss Area 7 goodbye. I do want to get some more hover for before we go into Area 8, though. It's nice to see Area 2 once again, though. Get this nice and upbeat music again. Really, I should have enough homing missiles for Area 8, which... wait, there were homing missiles. Too many sprites, maybe? This should still be enough homing missiles anyway. I don't really need to get more. We may find some more naturally, even. Can't break those. That's fine. Uh-oh. Some days you just don't want a tank. Where the hell am I going, though, in this area? So now we gotta make our way back to, what do you call it, Area 3. I think the entrance to Area 3 is somewhere in here, isn't it? Is it here? No. That looks like the start of Area 3. Maybe this door. Yep, this looks like the way to Area 3. Alright, now that we have found our way back here, next important step is, well, don't die. I feel like that's a pretty good step to take. So this should be the way into the last area, but I could use it with a few more supplies, so we're going to do a little bit of grinding before then. Want to make sure we're entering this final area with basically all the equipment we could ever ask for. Full health, full hover, that's the word I'm looking for. Well, this area seems to be good for them. It's only good if I can clear out the all the enemies in time, and that's a bit of a chore to do under the circumstances, because I still want to conserve my homing missiles, if at all possible. Use as many as I need to for the last area. And we got to keep all of our gun upgrades, too, which was another nice plus to, our run at that boss. Never got hit, so... Or no, did we get... No, right, because we picked up the... We picked up the flashing gun, and that just bumped us back up to maximum gun power. That's right. Me pretending that I'm actually competent at this game. Alright, looking for some H. There's some H. There's a lot of H. There's a lot of everything. Should have all our homing energy back now, so let's... The only other thing I could want to do then is get enough health for my tank, but I want to say we'll be okay. We'll find out the answer to that ourselves. Yeah, our tank is entirely repaired. Oh, well, now back to mostly repaired. Point is, it's good enough that I think we can start heading for Area 8. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's take a closer look at that very suspicious location that we saw. Right over here. Yeah. Like the... Unsurprisingly, to get to that area, we need to use our new ability. The ability to go on walls. I can sneak by here. You know what, you two can... I'm not even gonna pick a fight with either of you. We're just gonna head straight into Area 3. Or, Area 8, rather. Well, this is the last area in the game, which means... a whole lot of shit's gonna be going sideways if we're not careful. Oh, this area... This area's fun because there's a nice shortcut you can take. Involves taking a bit of damage, but that's a fair price to pay. Considering it's a headache otherwise. Okay, get the P. Is it cheese? Sure. But do I care? Not really. Okay. Use a bit of hover energy for that. Another area where we can just damage tank. Get past the spikes, no problem. Have a missile. Oh shit. Jumping is a pain when you can accidentally start going along the walls. Okay. And that works. Might have to use more hover energy in a similar fashion. But watch myself on the spikes. Shit. Just keep going to the next area. We need to be extremely careful in this area. I think these things can drop health. Oh, they don't come back. Oh. Okay. Being able to go along the walls is helpful, though, for playing carefully. Just take you down quickly. You dropped health. Good. That's what I like to see. Ow. Alright, that's fine, I guess. You dropped some more health anyway. Okay. And what's in here? It's more supply. We're good on our on-foot supplies. It's mostly supplies for when we're in the tank we need now, more than anything else. Looks like we can get some more missiles, which is a start. I want more homing missiles. Looks like I'll get a few of those here. A little bit of everything, in fact. Because before going even further, want to get a little bit more health for my tank, which means it's time to grind again. Everything comes back here, so let's see if anything would be. I think we don't have to worry about hover. I don't think we got to worry about our hover meter anymore, so just P, and I think I've got enough of it now that I'm comfortable enough, but if I can get a little bit more. Nope. Okay. That's fine. Be careful of anything that comes my way. I've got plenty of homing missiles. I can take out anything that decides to try anything funny. I can also just straight up run past a lot of this stuff. Oh shit. A little bit more H might be helpful for the next room, potentially. But I've got plenty of health, and I guess I can always come back into this room if I need to get a little bit more H. Let's move on to what may be the last room. Well, the last tank room, anyway. I think I've got a plan in mind, but I need to land a few more shots. Okay, now we shoot that, just so we have a better vantage point for this jump. Good. Now what? Nope. Damn it. Okay, I did have another continue. If I had more hover energy, I think I could have pulled off that plan. Because I think I was on somewhat the right track with it, but screwed up a few things, and the rest was, as they say, history. And I know I need hover for at least a few parts in that area, so we're going back to get more hover. It's not a long trek to get more hover energy. I don't need a whole lot of it, but the more I have of it, the better. So I'm probably just gonna get a full tank of hover, of H. And I think that was also my last continue that just got used too, so I better make these last 3 lives count. And this was our grinding spot. And that also means I need to get my gun back up to the level it was at. Which is also cool, I guess. Well, there's not gonna be much in the way of on-foot sections until we get to, like, the very last area. There might be some spots where we can grind for stuff, and I might be making some stomps in there, but otherwise it's gonna be pretty standard run-of-the-mill stuff. Actually, I might be able to make enough of a push with the amount of H that I have. Do exactly that. I also didn't check how many homing missiles I got from this grinding spot, because that's another thing that's going to be very useful to me. If I got any from here. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, we're going to have to figure out a way to make things work then. I've got enough hover, though, so that's going to be probably a non-issue. Really hurts though, because like I saw the last area, like the very last spot we were going to have to go to. It was within view, and then I flubbed it. Oh well. No sense complaining about it. I always got all my hover energy back. I thought about making a trip to maximize on it, but felt it unnecessary, and I'm glad I felt that with good reason. So we can get a little bit more health from you two. Yeah. Alright, the reattempt to variate. Since we have more lives, though, that does mean if we die, we'll just respawn on the screen that we were on, instead of having to redo the entire area on death. Which is a nice boon to have. Let's get that health. We're gonna take the same shortcuts that we took, so just face tank spikes there. Jump over here. You can get past these spikes, no problem. Be nice to just heal off all that damage we took as well in the previous screen. What hit me? It's not important. Use some hover. Barely need to use any, even. Okay, drop down. Now we're back to this screen. One definite thing is not having sub-weapons is going to make this screen suck a ton, but... We'll just do what we can. Only thing we can do. As long as we get out of the tank, we can still shoot him down. Almost out of P energy, though. Oh, dead. Alright, that's a death. I keep my hover, right? Yes, I do. That's actually very important to know because, hover is going to make this area a lot easier. So I really need to be, like, not even sparing with my hover. That P. That P. They're being a lot more generous with the healing in general as well this time. Which is helping a ton. Okay, we got through the screen. Now we have to deal with this shit. It's kind of becoming almost like a puzzle. What's gonna be the best way to handle this room without getting my ass blown up? Okay, healing. More healing. Okay. Got everything under control here now. Got a little bit more health, too. After that last adventure that we had... Oh, I need to enter the on-foot area. Well, I was going to anyway. Because after that last adventure we had in the room that's coming up, I want to be at maximum power this time around. I'm gonna be making a few trips through here. Let's get us some weaponry. Mostly electricity that gives me. But it gives me homing missiles, which is the main one that I want, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna be done with grinding in this area. Actually, let's go back to the previous area here. Because all these guys should be back, which means more grinding for health. Tank health, that is. Visit number 2 through this area. We're gonna need 1 gun power up short, and to be fair, we might be able to get that gun power up in the next area, but I would be much more comfortable leaving this area with maximum gunfire, so... Didn't mean to get back in the tank. So 1 last trip through here. That's fine. It's a flash and gun power up anyway, so we're just gonna find ourselves back at gun level 8. Bam, level 8 gun. Or level 9 gun? I don't know. Because you can upgrade your gun 8 times from the start, so like, is it level 8 gun? Is it level 9 gun? Because you count the one you start with. I'm thinking too far into this. Oh, I just noticed no H's from that. No hover energy. I think if I plan things out a bit better, I shouldn't need hover energy. And that's if I plan things out a bit better, anyway. But you are giving me enough H energy to not be too worried about it. Speaking of H, let's use my homing a bit more. Ah, crap. Alright, this is my last life, though, so... I think if I lose this life, that's gonna be the end of the run where it's full game over. And if that happens, we get to attempt this game on another day. Yay! Most of why I died there was because I forgot I had homing. So that was entirely my own fault. Let's get some gun upgrades back once more. Gun upgrade. Alright. And getting back out should be pretty trivial. Oop. Okay, let's try to plan this a bit better. I got plenty of missiles, so... And we're right at the end of the game, too, so... I should not be afraid to go hog wild with them. And go hog wild I shall. Especially if I can just go back to... slightly earlier area and just pick up some peas from there. A lot more H. A lot more hover energy. Only last me a good while. So much that so many missiles that they're slowing down the game. Okay, this should be the home stretch of the screen. And looks like I'm gonna be leaving this screen too with sizable amount of health. Okay, this screen again. This screen that we so graciously fucked up so gracefully last time. Okay. Let's do this instead. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Way easier. Alright, final area, which means I'm up on the final boss. Now, can we beat the final boss? This guy with a maximum gun should be pretty easy. If I get in the right spot, I could probably grenade him as well, but that involves a lot of fancy footwork that's gonna be putting me right in the way of danger, and I'd like to not do that in this situation I'm in. I'd much rather play it safe, even if the boss fight takes a little bit longer than it would otherwise. Maybe I can sneak in with some grenades here and there. Nope. That's the first part done. Now the real fun begins. This jerk. Well, if you're just gonna stand still for a bit. There is cheese, and I might end up resorting to that. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna resort to cheese right here and now. Just stand in this corner. He can't touch you. Lob your grenades. Until eventually, he's down for the count. I didn't want to have to rely on cheese, but we were like on the brink of a full game over that I just wanted to see the game done, and we did it. Definitely struggled on some things that I probably shouldn't have, but the important thing is we beat the game. Blaster Master's done. Oh, good game. I've been on kind of a I've been interested again in Sunsoft NES games, so this came onto my radar because of that, because, like, usually when I hear somebody talking about Sunsoft NES games, I mean, it's either Batman or this. You know, there's some other Sunsoft games like Fester's Quest. I still have to get around to Journey to Silius, which that's gonna be on my radar whenever I actually get a copy of Journey to Silius. But I'm glad to have finally taken the time to beat Blaster Master, and struggled, yes. But honestly, what Sunsoft game is a walk in the park? Pretty much every Sunsoft game I played on the NES, even in the Super Nintendo era, with stuff like Aero the Acrobat, puts up a big challenge. But hey, we can get out of here now, because Blaster Master's done.